There's a hedge fund manager that you probably don't know about. He's better than Warren Buffett, he's better than Icahn, he's better than Ackman. In fact, since 1988, he's generated an almost 65% annual return, which means if you gave him $100 in 1988, by 2018 compounded, you would have $400 million, which is crazy, but there's a reason you haven't heard about him, and that's because the best magicians keep their tricks a secret. But luckily for you, I've done some digging. So today, let's take a look at Jim Simons and his legendary hedge fund, Renaissance Technologies, and the strategies and the techniques that they use to create such impressive returns. Oh, well, before we start, shout out RippyGlobal. Alright, so the first and main thing to know is that this guy has always been a math guy. You know, he got his math degree from MIT, and then he got a PhD in math, and then he finally realized that you can apply these math to patterns in the financial markets. And that's known as quant trading, or why he's known as the king of quant, which is a huge name to have because now algorithms and everything, they drive the market. And this guy, he started all of that. So his hedge fund, Renaissance Technology, has their medallion fund, and that's the one that has grown exponentially, but their strategy remains private. But luckily, there have been a few leaks, so let's take a look at some of the strategies that they use at their fund. Alright, strategy number 1 is statistical arbitrage. This involves identifying pairs of stocks that are likely to move in opposite or similar directions, and then taking positions in both the stocks and profiting off the difference in them. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about statistical arbitrage. So I'm gonna draw an example of the Coca-Cola stock price with this blue marker, and then I'm also gonna draw an example of the Pepsi stock price over time, represented by the pink marker. Now the way statistical arbitrage is gonna work is the difference in between these two stocks is gonna be our profit, and we're gonna take positions in these stocks to profit since they should be moving together. Alright, strategy number 2 is convergence trading. So this is when the hedge fund or the trader expects a certain price trend, aka the mean, and that price of the stock or any instrument will just fluctuate around this mean or this trend and converge back to the price that it should always have been. So it will always converge back to the mean, and they're placing trades based on this. Alright, strategy number 3 is what they're most famous for, and it's their high frequency trading using their computers and their math models and their algorithms. So they think of the hedge fund as a casino, right? So long-term trading, like how Warren Buffett does, only has about 100 years worth of data, of relatively nice data to use, right? But when you go on a 15-minute chart, you have thousands upon thousands of candles, which when put into a computer, it can create models and algorithms to more effectively generate trades. Now, they do this thousands upon thousands of times a year to collect a small profit on each, and they just let the small profits build up. Now, the hedge fund actually uses leverage on these small trades when they're just taking small wins, so it amplifies the gains for them. Anyways, that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is kind of my first stock market YouTube video that I'm doing. So if you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments, hit the like button, and give me some feedback. I'd love to hear from you guys. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.